If you don't know me, my name is Inbar, and I'm a yoga instructor at the JCC. Today we'll have a Yin Yoga, which is the practice that is the closest to meditation that we have in yoga. It's about 5 to 6 poses that we will hold for about 3 minutes each pose, and then move slowly to another one. What you need is a mat. I asked the people before, if you have a blanket, grab a blanket just to in case. In Shavasana, I will definitely ask you to cover yourself up so that the warmth and the energy will stay within. Anything that does not feel right for you, please be mindful. Don't push, don't pull. If it doesn't feel good, it's probably not for you, not right now. So just be very tuned in to your physical body, and feel free to adjust the asanas, the poses, as your body is needed in your body. So we will start in a child pose position. Your knees can be together. If you want an extra stretch in your inner thigh, open your legs a little bit wider. Your arms can reach forward. You can bend your elbows and place your forehead down. And this is basically the beginning of our practice. So I really want you to be as comfortable as you possibly can. One, two, three, start. The most important part right now is to have your forehead, the space between your eyebrows, against something. That helps with relaxation. So if your head is not touching the ground, you can bring your hands underneath. You can make your fist one on top of the other and make sure that your forehead is resting gently against something. And as you adjust to this shape, start noticing your physical sensations. And once you found the shape, allow yourself to stay in the shape in a complete stillness. Fighting the urge to move, to stretch. From your physical sensation, draw your attention to your heart center. And notice your physical heart and see if you can feel your heartbeat anywhere else rather than your chest. And from your physical heart, move to a more metaphorical heart and notice any feelings or emotions that are rising up to you right now. Or anything that you woke up with since this morning. From your heart space, moving our focus to our head space, starting with the images you have behind your eyelid, Any pictures, any colors, lights or shadows. And then going deeper inward, noticing your thoughts. Without getting involved, just noticing and letting go, allowing a different thought to come in. And then again, acknowledging what we're thinking about without getting involved, and then releasing. Accepting your physical, emotional, and mental observations with love and gratitude. Awareness is important, but awareness without acceptance is not enough. Shifting your awareness to your natural rhythm of breath, the Yin practice, keeps the natural breathing. Just follow in your head your inhalation, your exhalation. And with your next inhalation, shift forward into all four. Bring your hands underneath your knees. Slowly close your legs. And let's take some movement of cat and cow. Inhale to arch the spine. Exhale to round the spine. Take your time. Inhale, you can tuck your toes or keep your feet flat. Arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Few more, your own rhythm. The exhalation will round you. And then slowly find your way standing on your knees. Bring your hands together at heart center. Bow your chin to your chest. Allow your eyes to softly close. And just take this moment to set an intention or a dedication for your practice. Making sure our intentions are positive, simple, and realistic. Crack open your eyes, lift your gaze, bring your hands back to the mat, and this time step the right foot in between your hands. Keep your hands on the ground if you can. If this is not happening because of your hips, you can always bring your hands on your thighs. And from here, relax your shoulders. You can keep your gaze focused, or you can close your eyes softly or gaze down at the ground and just hinge forward with your hip. It's a strong stretch in between your legs. Stay here or here, whatever works for you. If your hands are down at the ground, allow your chin to drop towards your chest. Close your eyes and just find your breath. An inhalation followed by an exhalation. Inhale and exhale. And again, same principle. Stillness and awareness of your breath. Nothing else. With your next inhalation and your next exhalation, see if there is any way that your hips can reach closer to the ground. Don't make it a big movement. Just see if there is any more release you can create in your hips so that you can go closer to the ground. And again, come back to your breath and come back to stillness. Relaxing your shoulders, no need to tension your shoulders. Relax your abdomen. You have about 5 more breaths. Almost there. Keep your chin tucked in. Inhale. Roll up slowly and step the right leg to meet the left leg. Walk your hands about hands print forward. Shift the hips forward and then circle your hips to one direction. Big circles with your hips. Take your time, and if there is a spot that feels more stress or accumulate more tension, stay there and go back and forth, and then keep rolling. And then reverse it and roll your hips to the other direction. Again, move with your breath, move slowly. And back to all four. Step your left leg in between your thumbs, and if you need to use your hand to bring the leg forward, bring it forward. It's important to take the same variation you took on one side, take it on the other side. So if your hands were down on the ground, bring them down to the ground. If your hands were on your thighs, bring them on your thighs. Relax the shoulders wherever you are, chin to the chest, close your eyes, and just surrender to gravity. Your hips are dropping closer and closer to the ground. It is not a comfortable position. Do the best you can to cultivate stillness. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your awareness to your toes and make sure you're not gripping the mat with your toes. If you feel any tension in the palm of your hand, see if there is any space for you to relax your fingers and hands a little bit more. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, after holding this pose a little bit, see if there is any more space you can come forward and down. Any more space in your body to increase the stretch. You are almost there. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, 5 more breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And again, start by engaging your core, stepping your left leg back, left knee to meet the right knee. Again, moving your hands about handprint forward, shifting the weight to your hands. Start circling your hips to the left, making the circles as big as you want, as slow or fast as you want, but keep circling to the same direction. And next time you are in center, the weight is in your hand, reverse the circle, take about 3 or 4 circles to the right. And next time you are in center, hold it here. Shifting the weight to your hands, slowly bend your elbows and come all the way down to the ground, laying on your belly. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Your hands are, your arms, your forearms are reaching forward, and your forearm are creating the number 11. Open your legs to the width of your mat. Relax the glutes, relax the belly. Push the forearm, lift the heart. Keep your gaze down, chin away from your chest. Close your eyes, Sphinx pose. So since we are pushing against gravity with our forearm, it's not a complete yin pose because there is some yang, there is some power we put on our hands. But Sphinx pose is a back bend, and back bends are one of the things that are very recommended to do. Our back meant to be bend back, but in our daily routine, we have very few opportunities where we actually bend back. So use this opportunity to strengthen your back, to bring more space and flexibility to your spine. Again, keep breathing in and out. Do the best you can to keep your breath equally balanced. Inhale and exhale. If you're clenching your teeth, relax your jaw. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Breathe in, breathe out. We're almost there. Five more breaths. Stay committed. Connected to your breath. You have 3 more breaths. See if there is any more pressure you can add to your forearm so that your heart can lift a little bit higher. And slowly release all the way down. Bring the palm of your hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead on the palm of your hand. Stay laying on your belly. Good. Turn your head to the right. Just your head. Bring your head back to center and turn your head to the left. Bring your head back to center. Keep your forehead on the palm of your hands. Now bend your knees and windshield your shins side to side. And that will help you with releasing any tension in your lower back. So again, moving slowly with your breath. Nice. Bring your legs back to center. Release your shins and feet down. Take your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up and maybe press back into a child pose just for a moment. And then find your way into a seated position. So our next asana, our next pose is Upavista Konasana, which is extended extended side leg or open leg stretch. So your legs are wide open. Don't try and push and pull wherever you are. If you feel any pressure on your knees with your legs straight, softly bend your knees. If you have, again, a pillow or a blanket handy, you can always place a blanket under your knee, just if you feel pressure on the knee. Otherwise, keep it straight. And from here, we're going to go into a forward fold, but we're not going to push yourself down. So use your breath, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, start walking your hands forward. The moment you feel resistance, drop the chin to your chest and just be here. Relaxing your feet. They're not flex or point. Completely relaxed. Quads are relaxed. Core is relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Find your breath. In and out through the nose. In and out through the nose. Khalil Gibran said, "The optimist sees the rose and not its thorns. The pessimist stares at the thorns, oblivious to the rose." It's not always easy to see the rose. But seeing the rose allows us to keep a positive energy towards ourselves and people around us. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and with your next exhalation, see if there is any more space for you to move your hands forward, to maybe bring your chest or your belly closer to the ground, your head. Eyes are closed, in and out through the nose. And if you find you catch yourself going into this judgmental mind, come back to the breath, awareness and acceptance of the present moment. One more time, using your next exhalation to walk your hands a little bit more forward, to sink a little bit deeper. And maybe sinking doesn't find a physical way. Maybe it's releasing something in between your ears. Maybe it's letting go of something that is resting on your heart. Don't hold your breath. Don't shine away from the sensation. About 5 more breaths. Take a deep breath in. And as slowly as you possibly can, slowly keep the chin tucked to your chest and roll one vertebrae at a time. Keep your legs straight. And as you come up, just allow yourself to connect with the sensation of releasing the forward fold. Slowly open your eyes. Take your hands under your knees and then bend your knees and bring your legs a little bit closer together. And again, not too close, maybe to the width of your mat. Take your hands behind you, lean back slightly, just slightly, and then windshield your knees side to side. Creating some movement in your hip joint. You decide the rhythm of the movement, the depth of the movement. And one more time to each side, and then come back to center. Keep your knees bent. Roll down on your elbows and lay down on your mat. So you know what? Before you lay down, stay seated, because I want you to see where we're going next. It's harder to see it. So we are going to take a side bend, laying down on our back. I'm rolling all the way down. I'm crossing my right ankle over the left ankle, reaching my arms over my head, grabbing the opposite elbows. And from here, I'm going to lean towards the left, moving the left, creating a very strong stretch at the right side. We call it half moon pose, laying down, side bend. We're trying to create this moon shape. So let's do it together. Lay down on your back and start with your arms. Inhale and reach your arms up and over your head and grab your opposite elbows. Cross your right ankle over the left. Now think about your hip as the anchor. Your hips should not move. Now see if you can bring your upper body to the left and your legs also more towards the left. So you really find a strong sensation of stretching and opening in the right side. Both legs remain straight, making sure that you're not peeling your right glute off the ground. And again, after you found that shape, direct your breath to the right side of your ribs. So see if you can feel the breath in between your ribs creating more space at the right side. Eyes are closed. And you ask yourself, do you see the roses or do you see the thorns? Is anything change in the last few weeks of this abnormal situation? Is there anything that can help you to keep seeing the roses? Again, after spending some time here, see if there is any more space for your upper body to lean more towards the left, for your legs to move a little bit more towards the left. Gentle, small, simple movement. Reconnecting with stillness and awareness of your breath. Just few more moments here. Enjoy this stretch. Slowly bring your legs back. Slowly bring your torso back. Keep your hands over your head. Uncross the right leg. Now pay attention which forearm is up. And see if you can grab the opposite forearm. Cross your left ankle over the right. Start leaning your upper body towards the right, moving both legs to the right. We're going straight into the other side. And again, I remind you, your hips are your anchor. They should not be moving. From your waistline and up, your torso is leaning towards the right. From your down, your legs are moving towards the right. Eyes are closed. See if there is more space you can create in your shoulders. And then again, directing our breath to the left side, creating more space in between our ribs on the left side. If you feel any tension in your feet, see if you can wiggle your toes just for once or twice, making sure that your feet are relaxed. No tension in the arches or the toes. Finding our next edge. See again if there is any space for you to move your upper body closer to your lower body on the right side. So any more space for the torso to move, any more space for both legs to move a little bit more. Even if it's a tiny move, something that make this pose a little bit more challenging for you. And the challenge could be a mental challenge. If there is a thought in your head that keep coming, see if you have the power to let it go. Slowly come back to center. Bring your leg to center, bring your torso to center. Uncross your ankles. Release your arms by, extend your arms behind your head, straight up. Take a deep breath in, and with your exhalation, hug your knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. Just massaging your vertebrae, your lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulder blade. Come back to center, open your arms in a T. For some of you, if you feel that bringing your twist, so open your arms in a T, release your knees to the left and turn your head to the right. If this is too much, you can always keep your feet on the ground, hip distance apart, knees are bent, and just release the knees to the left and turn your head to the right. The awareness of when we're doing a twist should be to your shoulders and shoulder blades. They should be both connected to the ground. So if you're twisting, but you're disconnecting one of your shoulder blades, it means that you went too far. So find a softer version of your twist. Again, draw the attention to your breath. In and out through the nose. Maybe notice the different sensation of breathing in a twist. Bring your head back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Don't rush to the other side. Stay in center for a moment. Realign your spine. When you are ready, allow your knees to fall to the right and your head gently turning to the left. Slowly come back to center. Hug your knees one more time into the chest. If you need to rock, you're rocking. And if you're ready, extend the right leg to the right corner of your mat. Extend the left leg to the left corner of your mat. Arms by your side, your palms are facing up. And if you have a blanket and you can cover your internal organs, keeping the heat in your body. And just before we're going to dive into our Shavasana, we'll do some face relaxations. So we will start with our upper face. What I want you to do is to tense up the muscles of your forehead by raising your eyebrow as high as you can. Just lift your eyebrows as high as you can. And really create wrinkles at your forehead. Lift, 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 and then release. Now close your eyes tightly. And feel the tension around your eyes. And release it. When you're focused to your jaw, cleanse your teeth as strong as you can, tightly. Exhale, release. Create some movement. Of now, last one more thing. Bring your lips together and squeeze your lips as strongly as you can, creating a lot of tension around your mouth. And release it. Complete relaxation. Complete surrender to gravity, to stillness and awareness. Enjoy your Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. Gently move your head side to side. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Rotate the wrists and the ankles. Just inviting any simple, organic movement back into your body. When you are ready, bend your knees one by one, hug them into the chest, and then roll to the right side. Right hand under your head, left hand come forward to support you. Taking a moment of gratitude. Resisting the urge to open your eyes, slowly find your way into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together at heart center, bow your chin to your chest, your head to your heart. Take a moment and reconnect with your intention or your dedication from the beginning of practice. The optimist sees the rose and not its thorns. The pessimist stares at the thorns, oblivious to the rose. Let's all bow forward to seal our practice, to feel optimistic. Namaste.